Hello, Billy Dunker. Excuse me. Hello, Billy Dunker. Retake. Hello, Billy Dunker. Retake. Hello, Billy Dunker. A friend of mine sent the listing of one of your properties in Greenwood, South Carolina to me. I started looking at it and calling you and asking questions. I love the traffic that's going by. I love the developments that are going on across the street. I love the traffic that's happening to the Food Lion that's just kind of kitty corner there, and the 7-Eleven that's right there as well. They're doing really good business in the arena 7-Eleven Food Lion. I like to look at that because I like to study these high traffic retail locations. So after studying this location, I'd like to make an offer to purchase this property from your tenant, from your client. And after talking to you, you have another property in town from the same guy has got another property for sale. It's old car wash. It's not in business anymore. It's on a busy street corner. I've been studying the traffic on that one too. I like the traffic that's going to the shops near there. There's a Chick-fil-A just up the street. It's kind of a smaller one, kind of an older Chick-fil-A, but a lot of the other shops around it, like the Taco Bell, the Zaxby's is doing awesome, the Subway, Firehouse Subs. There's a half dozen quick service restaurants right around that location that are doing some top 10 percentile fast food visitation numbers. That's like some of the top locations in their networks of those brands are right there near vacant um, your vacant your vacant car wash. And so I love the traffic that's going by there and where those people are shopping. I like studying those locations. I like figuring them out. I like figuring out who goes on those locations. I like talking to them. I like dealing with them. I like doing deals with them. I like giving them the finance to make their shops happen and putting them into properties like this. I'd like to purchase that property as well. So I'm making this video to tell you a little bit more about myself and send it along with the offers to purchase those two properties. My name's Luke Smith. You can look me up on the internet, you can look me up in the county records, you can look me up in lots of different ways. I love buying and selling real estate. I've bought properties all across the country in lots of different ways. I've bought them and sold them and done all kinds of deals along the way. I started out with small dollar, I call them desert squares, little properties in the middle of nowhere that are hard to get to and don't have any utilities. And I bought them for not much of any money because that's what I could afford. And I started marketing those things on the internet. I started marketing them in lots of different ways. And I found people that love those properties, that like to take off with them and make them their own. I sold them to them. I sold them to them on terms. I split some of those properties. I added utilities to some of those properties. I added driveways to others. I did lots of little things to make those properties better, more marketable, and make them happen. I went back and I bought more of those properties. I did a data approach to buying more of those properties. If I could buy 5 of them and sell 5 of them, why can't I buy 100 of them and sell 100 of them? So I started buying them in large quantities. And I got the nerve to do that. I learned a lot. I made a lot of mistakes, but I learned a lot and I did more deals. I started upping my prices from $500 to $800 and $1,000 and $2,000 and $5,000 and $10,000 and $20,000. The story goes up from there. I kept working on better properties along the way. And somewhere along the way, I started running into properties like the properties that you have, like these high traffic retail properties is what I like to call them. Properties where you can usually, if you're standing in the street in front of the property, you can see McDonald's. It's usually this way or that way, right? The first property I'm talking about here on the busy street corner across from Sphinx, there's no McDonald's yet. There's no quick service restaurants in this area, but the traffic and the demographics here support it. I've been looking at the dimensions of the property, and I think there's a good couple different brands that could fit in there that I've done deals with that I like to talk to that I think could use that property pretty well. And so a part of this offer and a part of this video is I'm asking for some time. I'm sending you these offers along with this video that tells you a little bit more about me, and I'm asking for some time. I'm asking for some time to purchase these properties. I would like to find tenants for these properties and then go back to you and close as fast as I can. A part of finding tenants for those properties is me reaching out to them and offering the finance to build their buildings, the finance to change what they need changing to make it theirs. I like to change those things. I like to offer it to make it really easy for those tenants to use these properties and put their new business there. And when they agree, when they say, Luke, I agree with these numbers, I see the data that you're pointing out, I see the business that you're pointing out here, I see that I could pay the rents that you're asking for on this property with a new building, with a new operation, with a new deal that goes on this place. It makes sense to me. I'm ready to go for it. Then I'll go close with you as fast as I can and go work it out with them over time and charge them rent out into the future. And so, if you're up for that, if you're up for giving me a little bit of time to work these out and make them happen, that's what I'm asking for in these offers. Please take a look at the offer paperwork I've included, as well as proof of funds, and feel free to ask questions. I'm a pretty open book. Feel free to ask questions. I'll tell you as much as I can about doing these kinds of deals. And if you're interested in learning more about finding tenants for properties like these or other high traffic retail properties, I do a lot of teaching and education as well. I learn a lot by teaching, and it means a lot to me. So if you're watching this video or someone else is watching this video, take a look at the link in the description below and on YouTube description, and it'll take you back to my little community. It's free. You can sign up there and you can start asking questions and sharing ideas with other like-minded real estate investors and developers, if you will. I do a lot of live calls and live answering questions, telling stories, sharing and learning. If you sign up for that community, you get on the calendar and you see the live calls that are happening out into the future. Either way, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.